Alright, so before we get started here, I'm going to read you something from the instructions, and I want you to see if there's anything that you recognize is a little weird. It says Sai Karate. Sorry. Sai Karate is an ancient oriental martial art in which the Sai weapon is used to deliver blows and block an opposing fighter's moves, as well as the more familiar karate kicks and blows. It also exists as a form of Japanese aerobics called Sai Kata, involving increasingly intricate moves with the Sai and practice as a solo art. Sai Karate originated in Okinawa many years ago, spreading gradually throughout the Japanese islands. Now, if you're unfamiliar with martial arts at all, these are not Sai that you see on the screen before you right now. Those are more like short staffs, maybe long bow, I don't know. No, they seem a little shorter than the traditional bow. But the problem is, okay, it's going to lag a little bit because, well, I'll explain the description. But anyway, these are not Sai. If you know Raphael from Ninja Turtles, or Elektra from Marvel, or Melina from Mortal Kombat, those are Sai. They're truncheons. They're usually portrayed as daggers, but they're really more of a defensive and striking, blunt striking tool. They're traditionally, I'm trying to figure out how to, I mean, like, I played this before I started, but it's not working the way I wanted to. Okay. I just played this like 8 minutes before I started this video. What the hell? Can't remember how to do this. Shit. Alright, okay. Anyway, these look nothing like Sai, and I thought reading the title and seeing the cover and the gameplay before, I figured, did they really have to flip it every time they move? Jesus. I thought maybe that this was a different weapon called Sai. Like, you know, it's entirely possible, maybe even in a different country or something. I know that there's a Chinese staff called gun, and it's spelled like gun, you know, so, and it's obviously not a gun, so I figured maybe this was this sort of thing. But no, reading the instructions, it's really clear, it's, you know, pretty clear that this is supposed to be that kind of Sai, you know, and it obviously isn't. And God, this combat is so awkward. Jeez. Like, every fighting game I've, at least I was able to do that up to yellow belt, with the exception of the Atari 2600 karate game, this is probably one of the more awkward fighters I've ever played in my life. Like, is there no close combat attacks at all? You have to be like the length of your kick or staff move. Like, how are you supposed to play a melee fighting game with no close attacks? So goddamn awkward. Anyway, actually, the reason why it's really laggy, even for something low, I don't want to say quality, even though it's true. Damn it. Low. It's not very taxing, is because neither the MirrorSoft built-in game bar recorder or Fraps, which I reinstalled just to see if I could record with this after many years of not even touching, recognize this emulator as something that it can record. And I had to use the Amstrad emulators in, built-in recorder, which is kind of ass. I got the settings down as far as I could to try and make it smooth, but it just isn't happening. But yeah, I think this came out in '86, so maybe they just didn't have a good example of what Sai were. Let's see, when did Electra come out? Or when was she first appear? Even then, maybe, we didn't have the TV and movies to show off Electra. So maybe they just didn't read the comics. And at the same time, Turtles was still in its infancy, if I'm right on the release date here. Hadn't made the cartoon yet, so maybe they just didn't have a good example of what Sai were. But I mean, this is just so far off that how can you be this wrong? Like, could you imagine a game called Nunchaku Fighter and then they be swords instead? I mean, come on. This is actually kind of a good thing. It inspired me to actually make a game where you fight just with Sai. It's still early in development. I haven't really gotten much done other than a couple of sprites in the background. Still working on, the movement and additional sprites, obviously. But it's not going to be too involved. It's going to be more like a Karate Champ or Wade the Exploding Fist, International Karate, that kind of thing, but with Sai. I guess on some level like this. But, I just figured, if you're going to have a fighting game with Sai in it, you might as well actually, in the title, you might as well actually have Sai in it. Damn it. Okay, I kind of see. I thought the little heads down there at the bottom were just how many per round, or per match that you got, but they're kind of your lives. And I guess what they describe as chi is your health meter, the little dragon head at the sides. If that fills up, you get get knocked down and you lose one of your lives, and those lives carry over between matches. So so it's not like you get that many knockdowns per, it doesn't restart. Not like I think I was playing Exploding Fist, the unreleased game on the NES recently, specifically the Evercade version, and you got them. The hell is that? 6:30 in the morning. Go to bed. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, you get the little heads or whatever, the little markers that tell you get this many knockdowns is per match. You get them refilled after each match, so that's what I assumed this was. Damn, this recording software function on this emulator sucks. Maybe I should have just found a better emulator. I don't know if there is any. This was the highest recommended emulator, WinApe. But come on, die already. Thank you. I don't know how to tell you this, buddy, but that's not gray. That is obviously a light blue or cyan or something. I guess you could even make an argument for teal. That is not gray. Damn, can this game not do anything right? Like, you know, don't like being overly negative, but I can't find anything positive to say about this game. It's just totally bunk.